What's going on, guys? We're back working on the HEMI Swap Jeep Renegade, and this is a big one. Today we're going to wrap up the electrical on this thing. At least my goal by the end of this video, get some lights to come on. I want the dash to light up. I want the gauges to move. I want some life back in this car. It's been, I don't even know, 4 years, something like that, since I started working on this project, and this is the biggest step forward we've made in this project so far, and I'm ready for it. If you're not aware, I'm swapping all of the electronics from a Dodge Charger into this Jeep Renegade. And you might think, yeah, that's a lot of work, but I don't think. So let's jump right into it. So last time we just kind of threw this wire harness in here. Everything is connected, sitting kind of where it needs to be. Gauges are just chilling right there though. We got the radio, we got the AC controls, we got the center console, shifter, everything hooked up, and the batteries. Just got this battery box built out, everything looking pretty good. Positive, negative bus bars, and we have a disconnect switch here, going to solid copper ground. Should all be good. I went through, verified all the grounds for the harness throughout, making sure everything ohms back out to that bus bar. So you can kind of see right in there, that's one of many chassis grounds, but they all come back right to there. We have power going back to the main distribution and, fuse panel in the back corner there. But I did have to go through, clean up all of this harness. I had to rewrap everything in fabric tape and just kind of cleaning everything up. It was kind of gross. All electrical wiring, all electrical tape, everything was nice and sticky, but you can see back here, something's a little different. So we have the taillights from the Dodge Charger. This is a 2016 Charger, and taillights were in pretty good condition. Although the car was smashed pretty well in the corner, it was in a rollover, but the taillights survived. And right now I do have the taillights plugged in through the Charger harness. We will work on having to modify, make our own harness just to get this harness to plug into the taillights. I can just pop these out real quick. Yeah, it's gonna plug in right there. That's not gonna go back in. I got wires in the way. Okay, shouldn't. That's it. So right now I'm not worried about these taillights lighting up, only these lights here, just so we can prove that all of the electronics work. I'm not even sure if the brake switch is wired up right, if it's hooked up, if it's mounted right. I didn't even check to make sure any of these lights worked before I took the whole car apart, but hopefully they do. It'll be a good indication whether or not the whole wire harness is ready to go. So you can see here the fuel pump is not connected. You can see right here, wires. Still just chilling. Haven't modified those at all. They are going to have to be routed to connect here. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm just proving the electronics, proving the ECU, the BCM, all that. I also do not have any of the airbags hooked up. No side curtains, no steering wheel, no seat belts, no under the dash, no on top of the dash. Nothing that can possibly cause an explosion. I've seen people do that, hooking up a car before it's ready, and airbags pop. So we're going to avoid that. Biggest goal is to see these things light up. I would love to see something. I want to see those needles move. I want to see something pop up. But there's so many things that I could have missed that I don't even know. I don't think the engine block is grounded. I don't have power hooked up from the alternator. I didn't hook the battery up to the alternator. I'm not worried about that yet. I'm not gonna try to crank the engine, so I think that's about it. I think the next step is to connect power. Okay, so no. Next step is to connect ground to the battery, turn the switch, and hopefully these lights turn on. We'll see. All right, so first step before I connect anything, I got a voltage meter sitting here, just taped to the top of the battery. Gonna go ahead, land that on the bus bars, just so we can verify that we do have power right here. All right, and we do have voltage. I mean, batteries are fully charged, so should be good on that. Now that we know we have voltage at the batteries, I already connected the ground wire from the negative post to the bus bar here. This is chassis ground. Everything connects here. I went ahead and owned all the negatives, all the grounds out, and it does come back to here. So we should be good on that. So now all I have to do is turn the power on this main breaker switch, kill switch. Should get gauges, hopefully radio, AC controls, and just have this plugged into the OBD2 just to see if that works as well. So let's hit it. Okay, yeah, OBD2 is communicating. I got gauges on. All right, AC is making noise. Got mosquitoes in here. And hazard lights are flashing, both on the dash and out back. The charger taillights still wired up. Steering wheel buttons aren't doing anything. Okay, so see if this does anything. Hit the unlock button. All right. Gauges work. Taillights work. Radio's not coming on. I'll see if I do the single push to start. I'm not hitting the brakes, so nothing should happen. Oh, and we got the radio coming on. That's oh cool. It's got heated and cooled seats. I didn't know that. Well, it would if I hadn't put those in. So please start vehicle. No, thank you. I don't have any speakers plugged in at all, so this isn't going to work anyway. But oh, radio locked. Oh, okay, please start vehicle. Oh, we'll figure that out. But key fob for a Dodge Charger works in the Jeep Renegade. Taillights are working. OBD2 is initializing. It's wanting me to start the vehicle. I don't have the fuel pump hooked up. I don't even have fuel, so that doesn't matter anyway. I don't even want to crank the engine. I don't know if it even will try because it's not tuned. And I did the cam phase lockout, and I'm not sure if it's going to be happy with that or not. Oh, it wants me to start the engine. No, thank you. All right, so this thing is kind of alive now. It's still got some kinks to work out, but I mean, lights turn on with the key fob for the Dodge Charger. So this thing thinks it's a Dodge Charger, which was the goal all along. So next up, I have to figure out why the brake pedal is not working. I've probably got a lot more troubleshooting. I got to make sure all the grounds are landed in the engine bay because I didn't really look in there very well. But everything back here is sorted. I still have to modify the harness. I think I'm going to chop up the Renegade harness and fuse it into the Charger harness here. So yeah, like, oh no, yeah, the wires, they're plugged into the taillights right now. So I think I'm going to chop up both harnesses, Frankenstein them together, and get a functional set of Renegade taillights using the Charger's wiring. I wanted to avoid chopping up the Renegade harness just because, you know, I was like, I might use it for something later, but this is the later. This is the something. Like, I'm not going to put it on eBay or anything like that. I'm never going to sell it. This is its purpose. It's getting chopped up. It's getting Frankenstein. It's getting put into here. And that's one more thing to knock off the list. That'll be easy. I have the wiring diagrams already, so I got to hook up on that. So thanks. And I did have an issue with this fuse panel back here. Apparently, when the Charger had gotten in an accident, the whole thing was in a rollover, and the trunk was flooded, you know, at one point, because this thing sat out at Copart for a while. But these are all the bad fuses that were in this panel that, yeah, I just found those. So, yeah, that's not good. I've replaced almost all of them. I went and bought more fuses and didn't buy enough, so I had to reuse a couple old ones. I think 2 old ones, but they work. I ohmed them all out. Those all ohmed out bad, so that's not good. After starting this up, after powering it up, I am going to go through, make sure we didn't blow any more fuses to see if there's an issue somewhere or if it was just because of the water that got in there. We'll figure it out. But this thing is mosquitoes. But yeah, this thing is alive. It is powered up. Lights are on. I still got lights on the battery right there. We're good to go. I mean, look at this. Yeah, we got unlock. We got lock. Panic? Don't do that. But yeah, so this thing is on its way to becoming a running and driving project car, which this is a big project. And I'm surprised, honestly, it's gotten this far. Still need to clean up a little bit up here, but it's almost surreal. It doesn't feel real yet that I'm actually gonna get a project up and running, because I never do, but this is it. This is the one. And yeah, I'm glad y'all are along for the ride. So thanks for liking, subscribing, following along with the build so far, and I'll see you in the next one.